RPM Trey, Vietnam in this bitch. Yo, actually, I think I heard that like for YouTube monetization, which I know I'm not gonna get. I don't even care. My shit is way too late for that. Um, I don't want to share no shit with YouTube. No way. Y'all can just hit my Cash App if y'all like me like that, and then if not, it wouldn't even matter because I'm still just gonna always do what it is that I do, man. I don't. Me monetizing what it is that I do will only be so that I could do this all the time, which would be also for the movement because that's what it deserves, that's what it needs. But never gaining funding for what it is that I do would never discourage me from doing what it is that I do because I'm already just doing it for the love. I'm already just doing it for me. I'm doing it for the world. I'm doing it just so that there's some record that somebody took this lane to oppose them, to try to present the love first, to bring a defensive response that is natural and necessary to address bully activities. I bring all of that. The love first, though. The sign says hug an AR owner. I mean that shit. Sometimes motherfuckers really do just need a hug. And to bring the gun and the hug together, I don't know, man. I'm proud of myself for seeing what it is that I saw in the world and in gun ownership for me to stand up to do this. Now, I first bought a gun. I didn't get my first gun until I was like 27 or 28 or some shit like that. I'm going to tell the story about what made me buy my first gun because it's kind of crazy. I'm going to tell that story in a documentary about my activism. But that crazy thing led to my gun ownership, which led to, hey, I better know how these gun laws work. And then, hey, I better learn how these gun laws work in other states because apparently they're different, huh? I would imagine that why would they all be the same? But okay, how different are they? And when I looked into it, I was like, oh, somebody's wrong while pointing a government gun to other motherfuckers' heads while they're in the wrong because y'all can't agree state to state. And every state isn't just magically also in the right. Somebody is close to the freedom, and somebody is real kind of far away from the freedom that was intended by this Second Amendment shit, which is really based on natural and quote unquote God-given rights. And we all know that. I actually hear people that support the Constitution say that in that way, but then they act like they have to pander to criminals that can't even pass their own background checks, so that we can keep them from doing what? Taking rights? They can't take no rights. They can fool you out of them. They can bully you out of them, but they cannot take no rights. They need you to give them up or not fight them when they say that they are willing to fight you about it. You have to say, well, I won't fight you back. And then that's how the rights get lost. You can't write it on paper and go, oh, well, I guess I don't got any rights anymore. And people that support the Constitution wholeheartedly tend to lean in that direction. Like all of their worry or concern is what's going to happen to them if they change the Constitution. The government better worry about what's fucking going to happen to them if they change it. Because what we should be telling them is absolutely inevitable and it's undebatable, and they're going to see if they come out here that any further digging into this fucking hole, this pit of the loss of the rights, about the gun rights or any fucking thing, any more steps toward that bullshit is going to get them in some shit. Y'all worried about CIA. Y'all see the fucking tanks and the bombs. Y'all think that's what we have to go up against in order to get our rights. You're not going to have to go up against that shit to get your rights, bro. Law enforcement officers, military personnel, they all need to be called out about their oath of office too. And then they need to make a choice when we all stand together and tell government to shut the fuck up, that what it is that they do is so magnificent, but it's us that we fund and we oil the machine for them so that this shit can work properly. They need us. We don't need them. We need another solution, because everything that they provide that we can call good, we can find some other way to make that for ourselves without them bringing along their bullshit and their baggage and shit along with them. Their dirty history, their dirty plans for this fucking dictatorship that they want to bring forth later on in the future. They're trying, and you know it, because it sounds like it, and you got to know that it sounds like it, because if you don't know your history, you're what, motherfucker? doomed to repeat it, and you know what the rest of that shit is. Before I can even fucking finish it, you know what I'm going to say. Why would wise people say some shit like that over and over again and make it so cliche that people that don't understand it will say it? People that have no place to really apply it will actually say it. People who fucking heard it once, twice, 3 times in a proper setting, that when you begin to say it, that you can all finish the sentence. We can all say it together. We can all say it together, or you're doomed to repeat it. Y'all like the way shit sound, the way it makes you feel, but you don't try to apply every fucking word. Apply every word to the sentiment in that whole saying. If you apply it all, what you will say is, well, what in the fucking past better not be looking like the present so that we can protect the future? What is it? They enacted gun control and registrations and shit in different parts of Europe 5 years before the Austrian guy with the funny fucking mustache showed up. And when he showed up, he started smashing shit. Couldn't nobody stop him. And he went right to all of the would-be heroes with a registry because he knew where the guns were. And when they gave all of that shit up in different parts of Europe over there, they were under the impression that politically they were safe to do that. They would be okay in doing that. But what people in this country don't understand is that if you let the U.S. government gain control over guns in just the right ways, not only would you not be able to change it, you're going to find out the fucking hard way that they got you to work with them to achieve that to your own detriment. Because every single time a government tries to do what the U.S. government is trying to do right now, it always leads to something. And that's not a conspiracy theory, and I shouldn't have to fucking repeat that to people. And if you think that I'm bullshit, how about you go learn some fucking history so you can help me not allow this shit to repeat? Like, why the fuck is this so hard to understand? Listen, the basic, simple, honest observation and critical thinking about this shit is escaping so many people that my mind is fucking blown. How about we just say, we don't give a fuck how comfortable they want to make us or how scared they want to make us right now about how these guns go. We know that if we give it up, we can imagine a very dark world. So we got to take whatever pain they're trying to magnify right now as if we're all fucking out here dying because American guns unfucking true. But if they want to make you feel like that, you got to ask yourself, what's going to be worse? Getting through this while keeping innocent people out of government harm's way by refusing to criminalize people who ain't did nothing. We need to find the moral high ground in that and just stand on that and say, okay, we got a gun problem, let's talk about it. We're gonna figure out what the fuck it is. And I know we can figure it out because we're all so fucking smart, right? Smart ass motherfuckers. Okay then can't you figure out how to get this shit done without trampling rights? Without trying to make people worry about what government is going to fucking do if they change. They better be worried about what the fuck we going to do. Because I'm telling you, if any of you motherfuckers ever fucking eat a hot dog, light a fucking sparkler, or drink a fucking Miller Lite on the 4th of July, motherfucker, you better be ready to get your gun and tell the government, no, you punk motherfuckers, you lay your bitch ass on the ground. The fuck is you talking about? You do not run this shit. We do, and we'll show you. Stop playing with them. All of this tough guy bullshit and this bravado that y'all got about everything else. I see guys get tough about fucking sports games. When your fucking team loses, look how mad you are, you punk bitch. Shut your silly ass up. Look how mad you are. You should be ashamed of yourself. Really? Oh, you lost some money? The games are rigged. Stupid. And your money system is rigged. You are in a fucking... You're in a petri dish, boy, being fucking tampered with. So silly ass. Like y'all don't understand the Roman fucking bread and circus fucking deception. They gotta bring y'all the Diddy shit just to spice this fucking shit up so you don't pay too much attention to the fact that Kamala Harris has said, way before she even got where she is, this bitch been said this. And now she's trying to walk us down about it. That she'd be willing to go inside of the sanctity of people's homes to be sure that they are conducting their gun ownership properly in storage and all types of other shit. That'll open the door to a lot of shit. Do I gotta beg y'all? Where the fuck is your imagination? I know where it is. They beat it out of you. You fucking shit your imagination out, wiped your ass and flushed that down the toilet a long time ago. Fucking silly ass goofies. And now, since you're dangerously ignorant, I don't even got to be nice to you. I don't got to respect you or nothing. And I won't either. The silly bitch said that they will go inside America's homes about gun ownership to be sure that people have safes and that their guns are locked up properly and all this other shit. And I don't give a fuck what it is that you're trying to protect when you do that. Because whatever protection you're trying to get, I get it. I get it. Children, ignorant, silly children who have no idea what the fuck it is that they're doing because their parent never told them anything at all, didn't express the fucking dangers or the sadness that you will find behind mishandling a firearm, how loud they are, no nothing. You got to get the kids experience with these kind of things that when you tell them these lessons about guns, they know because they was there. They watch you shoot that shit at a range. They went, holy fucking fuck, I could not believe how loud this is. And go, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Does that sound like your fucking toy? Does that sound like a squeaky toy to you? You don't touch that fucking gun, don't touch that gun. This is what you do to the kids, and they go, sir, yes, sir, goddamn. They know. And then you go through the 4 basic gun principles with their ass, even if you don't allow them to put their hands on the gun. You can smooth this shit over with your children to paint a picture. And then they worry about mental illness and the kids. And that makes sense too, and we'll get to that. We'll talk about the mental illness. But what it is that Kamala Harris says she wants to try to protect against isn't running rampant coast to coast like she's trying to act like it is. And her method sounds crazy because you don't get to be a fucking criminal to try to protect me. If you can't figure out how to protect me to stay within that Constitution, let's just admit that you fucked it up. Now, if you violate that Constitution, I hope that fucking Constitution gets you killed. I don't give a fuck who you are. Male, female, black, white, mixed, whatever. I don't give a fucking fuck. Why is any of that any kind of protection anyway? It ain't. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I would wish death on a fucking woman with all of her fucking breasts and ovaries and all that fucking shit. Bitch, you can die if you violate that Constitution behind that illusion. I don't gotta give a fuck about none of that shit. Are you guys insane? Ask me to accept it. But describe it the way it is. Don't sugarcoat it, describe it. This bitch said go into American home. Who you gonna get to do all of that? You know how many guns are out here, bitch? You talk a lot. Trying to sound tough and shit. Bitch, if I said that shit, everybody would know who the fuck Trey think he is. You know how easy that would just flow to from the back of your mind to the front of your fucking lips to check me on site when I say that. Wait, I don't give a fuck what you think you're trying to do, Mr. Trey. Where'd you get the power, the authority, or the balls to even say you gonna do what to who? You know you're gonna come across a whole lot of innocent people that don't even deserve that, right? And you will be breaking the law. Every time you break a law to violate somebody's rights and they ain't even did nothing, that makes you the bad guy, deserving of whatever the fuck they want to do to you when you knock, kick, bang, knock a door off the fucking hinges to come ask me about what, man, y'all ass gonna die. The fuck? And that's what's supposed to happen because that's what will happen to any Crips, Bloods, GDs, BDs, Latin Kings. All y'all asses get smoked on the fucking porch for kicking the door talking that shit. Give a fuck what you said you came for. Who did I hurt? No one. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you even. Damn sure not in my yard. Hoo-wee! I ain't gonna even open the window. I'm just gonna go. The fuck? Man, what? What did y'all expect? What did you expect? Not because this is America, because this is planet Earth, nigga. What the fuck? I'm saying goes for everybody, everywhere. I don't give a fuck where you are in the world. Your government threatening you about guns, put a gun in your hand and say, one of us or both of us to die about this shit. I don't give a fuck which one it is. I'm damn sure not gonna die without a gun in my hand while you got the gun in your hand doing what the fuck you want to do. Man, we just gonna fight then if that's where it's going. I already see y'all asses. I'm at the finish line waiting for you. I know where you going. Come with it. Bust a fucking move. Y'all tweaking. Tell Kamala Harris to shut the fuck up. What she just said no man or woman could ever say to nobody. Fuck y'all pretending like when she said it's okay. Oh, y'all don't know she said that, then stop supporting her. You don't even know what the fuck this bitch is doing. Don't know what she got planned or nothing. She said 1 or 2 things that you find interesting. Off to the races. There you go. Right behind this bitch. And that she is. Because to threaten some shit like that is to say, fuck the Constitution. And if you guys want to fight, then Americans might die on their fucking porches when we do this. And then we can just sort it out later. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. But it's too late. Here we come. This is the tone that she has with all of this. Y'all don't want, they say they don't want Americans dying by the hands of AR-15s, but she gonna send men with AR-15s to the doorsteps of people who ain't did nothing? What y'all think gonna happen? Use your imagination. I can imagine some of these situations like that, I don't think they will turn out well. And that scares me. So I say, wait. Can we get what it is that she's trying to get without violating rights or getting people hurt for nothing, especially innocent people? They be like, I ain't did nothing my whole fucking life. Only thing that ever happens when they showed up and I started bugging because they was bugging. Nothing else happened ever in my life. Then we had to say, oh man, they should have left you alone there. Why y'all want to tell this story? Why y'all won't tell this story before it happens? Because you won't use your imagination and go there. Paint every hypothetical scenario that it takes for you to understand that if they tried to do this, they will be fucking wrong and that would be dangerous. They will be calling a lot of people out into a fight that a lot of these people will not deserve. 65% of the gun deaths in this country are fucking self-checkouts. Why we can't say that? And 65% of women that found themselves in hospitals with broken bones were there because of domestic violence from a man that said they loved them that turned out to be the only ones hurting them. If that was the case, we would call that shit exactly what it is. Instead of saying that women are clumsy, we wouldn't say that. We wouldn't say women are clumsy. We wouldn't say that women in sports need better pads and protection, and we need to work on physical therapy and traveling doctors and nurses that go along with the team. That would be such a red herring off the fucking beaten path of what the fuck is really going on. That would be like, don't you know that the remedy that you gave is not going to solve the problem because you didn't even talk about the actual problem? If 65% of women they found their ways in the hospitals with broken bones, missing teeth, broken arms, and other things, serious injuries, and 65% of them was some domestic violence, you're not going to fix it unless you call that domestic violence and look straight to the men and say, why y'all beating these girls up, bro? We looking right into your eyes now. What are you doing? 65%? This is the problem. Especially if you look at the other 35% and go, women hurting themselves in sports, okay. Accidents where nobody else was involved but the woman, okay. Then you start tallying that shit up, then you go, damn, it look like we better fucking focus on the things that have a moral calling. Right? Because the accidents, who's to blame? A woman choosing to get involved in sports and then hurting herself. That sucks, you got hurt, but you chose that. Like, who's to blame? Like, it starts losing the blame shit, right? That's how this gun shit goes, man. 65% is self-checkout, and y'all want to talk to me? I don't think you should talk to me. I think you should address this fucking self-checkout problem in the country, or you're never going to fix it. And if you're not smart enough to see that, I'm going to call you stupid. And if you can see it, but you want to address it like that, I'm going to call you evil. But I'm going to call you one of them, if not both of them. You motherfuckers are retarded, and Kamala Harris is a dumbass bitch, and I don't gotta fucking like her. She said some shit that my imagination paints a picture to me that sounds like way too much violence for no fucking reason in a country like this, and I want her to shut up and stop saying that. I damn sure want her to fucking fall back and not try to do that. And it's because I think it's going to lead to a whole bunch of violence that nobody deserves. So I don't know why you can't look at the situation and go, that could be potentially violent. Anybody who would call for that has to be dumb or evil. You right. I would call that bitch a bitch. She deserves all of that. I don't give a fuck about the sensitivities and stuff like that. Because people will look past what it is that I'm saying to be mad that I called her a bitch. Man, you can't, that distracts you, man. Fuck that. Address this other stuff, man. And then we can talk about me calling her a bitch. We can talk about that later. First, you got to tell me that she's innocent and that she means no harm. If you cannot say that, you have gotten off the topic and into some bullshit, man. Just shut up, man. Just let it go, man. Go vote, man. I wouldn't vote for my mama for president. Fuck that. I wanted freedom from her when I turned 18, and she gave me life, and with tears in her eyes, she knows that she had to let me go, even if she had to watch me crash and burn and destroy my fucking life. She damn sure couldn't bring a gun and a whole bunch of magical paper to tell me that for my protection, she's going to protect my grown ass, and if I won't let her save me, she will be the one to hurt me. My mom wouldn't have did that. Real love would say, I gotta let you go. And if you ruin this, que sera, nigga. Whatever, man. You gotta just cry and let it be what it is. Now, how many parents in their lives had to live that tragic life where they had to watch their kids grow up and fall into drug addiction, alcoholism, bad health circumstances, violence upon your child, where someone in the world might hurt, maybe even kill your child, and now you have to live this, and how sad is that? And all of that has to just be a part of the freedom, right? Because even the people that gave you life cannot control you. Even if it's for your own fucking good, they cannot do that. Nature says let go. Then all of a sudden, all this magical paper comes around, and everybody thinks just because it was here before you got here, just because it appears to be giving you some kinds of services that you think is necessary in society, when most of the shit that they manage is them managing their control over you. They're not really managing a whole bunch of other real shit, really. They want to control the resources and how these things go. And because of that, not only do they control that, they got to control different parts and aspects of your life so that you become predictable and uniform in your actions and reactions to the shit that they got going on so that they can better control you. Now, what the fuck it is I said, it ain't even real life. Y'all got to say what it is that I'm saying ain't even right. Instead of worrying about how I made you feel or me calling this stupid bitch a dumb, stupid bitch. I'm gonna wake up every morning and go, Kamala Harris, you stupid bitch. Every morning. I don't gotta like that dumbass shit. The idea of somebody willy-nilly completely ignoring all of what the Constitution is supposed to be protected by her saying that they will go door to door to people's homes checking on the condition and storage and handling of firearms. What's going to happen if you show up and you don't like some shit? And they go, oh, no, we are fine. We've been fine. Until you showed up, it was never a problem. 20 years in my fucking house, never a problem. Until you showed up, what are you talking about, girl? And then she started spazzing, started giving commands for people to start doing things. You'd have to be like, none of this should even be happening, right? Who would accept American law enforcement treating other Americans like this as if you don't realize that this looks just like other countries in the past, in the world's history, that we watch it go through where we're going through now, where Kamala Harris and other people, the entire Biden administration kind of wants it to go for the right now, and then what the future will look like. We have examples of what that looks like. If none of that looks like unnecessary violence to y'all, I think y'all have gone crazy. What American can say, yeah, this kind of looks like that, and I don't think we have nothing to worry about? I don't think anybody can say that with a straight face, not even people that want gun control. They would have to say that that's where it's leading, and then they got to say that they either like that or don't like it. But to ignore that this is not where it leads is like, I don't know what else to say to y'all to get y'all to understand. And people that rock with me to understand, people that are thinking you guys already understand. But I'm talking to the people that can't understand how gun rights work and how rights in general work, and how I never said that giving all of the people all of the rights all of the time was going to make us safe. I never said that. It's going to give everybody the fairest chance to be safe and to hold the bad guys accountable swiftly and without relent. You need to be defensive and constantly on guard. And I think the best way to get the most out of the benefits of proper gun ownership, righteous self-defense, and all of the best way to get all of that is to stop muddying the waters with this government bullshit where they literally tell you that if you don't let them protect you, they will be the ones to hurt you. That's so wild. I would never say that to my kids. I could not say that to my children. Imagine saying that to your children, acting like government to your kids. You know that wouldn't work. You know you won't let your parents do that either to you. You know you did. You fought. Your parents gave you life, fed you, protected you, showed you love in times of financial instabilities. If you ever went through that in your childhood. Dealing with the pains of life, where your parents, they in the house with you, knowing the inevitability of their own death, the condition of the fucking country. Probably they know a little bit of something. They know that life is fucking a whole lot of pain, and you got to really, really reach for the happiness and the peace. That what makes the kindness between human beings mean so much, because the world can be so dark, and they know it. And you're a fucking child, snot running down your fucking face. You don't even know how to tie your shoes. And in the midst of your ignorance as a child, your parents are bearing the weight of the world. Parenthood is hard. It's painful. It's sad. Right? Sometimes. They have to let you go. They cannot control you, not even for your own protection. They got to let you go. They got to let you die. They have to let you die. They have to let you fall if that's what you're going to do. They got to sit back and watch your shit go up in flames, man. And it's going to break their soul, but they got to let you go. Kamala don't got to let you go. Shit, we'll write it on the paper and come get you in a minute. We'll come get at you. We're trying to save you. And we'll show up and smoke your ass too. We might show up to save you. We might show up to smoke you. Good luck. Good luck. We'll see. Huh? And your neighbors better accept it. Everyone just accept it. You know we in the right. We government. This is what they say. This is what they want to say to people. This all sounds like madness. Don't it? Oh, it don't. Weirdos. Shut y'all silly ass up. I don't know how anybody can support this, man. I'm not exaggerating. I am taking it out of the fluff that they give you in this legal jargon and telling you what the fuck it is. Uganda, other scary parts of Africa, different parts of the Middle East, Europe went through their thing. Brazil, I don't think anybody has a right to own a gun in Brazil. Brazil is in the top 10 of gun deaths in this fucking world. Why? America not even top 10 in the gun deaths. Why is Brazil when they ain't got no gun rights? Why? Anybody who want to talk that gun shit is going to have to address these things to me in great detail and very directly or specifically, instead of arguing stats that are probably inflated and or not telling the whole fucking story that you got from CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Fuck them. You don't know they willing to lie to you? Y'all see them willing to lie for the politician that you don't like, and then you support news outlets when they support your politician, when somebody else on the other side says your news station that supports your politician is lying or bending the truth or hiding things, flat out hiding things and lying to support your politician. Y'all accuse each other of doing this, and I'm saying all of y'all doing it. Then y'all go, all of us, not all of us. And I go, you're not smart. You're not smart. You're not smart. You are not smart, man. Take a step back and look around and go, oh, y'all book full of shit, bro. You almost got me with that shit. Yeah, I care about the fucking women's rights and shit. Hell yeah, I do. God damn it. I care about it so much that I think the government is out of their mind for ever thinking they can tell a woman anything. You know, let these things be what it is, and society will weed itself out. But giving government the control over these things that we find important is how they get it controlled. This is how they get you. Because they go, oh, look at you. I got your heart. Now I'm going to manipulate you. I got your heart. Now I'm going to fuck with you. Silly ass, stupid ass shit. Who in this bitch? Truth does not exist. Jason Moss, Rick James, Mikey, Nathan. How the fuck y'all doing this motherfucking Friday motherfucking morning? Not to mention that the arm of the IRS has been memory hold to hell. Yeah. Arming the IRS is scary. When motherfuckers that say you owe them money start buying guns, you should be fucking worried. I gotta explain this shit to y'all. How people don't just casually come to the conclusions that I come to, almost by accident. You don't even gotta look that far into things for you to come to this conclusion. What conspiracy theory have I really dove into when I go on my rants like this, where I'm talking about something that is a hardcore conspiracy theory? Not really. I don't get into the stuff. Like, I mean, I get into them, but I don't speak it out like this. I try to talk about the quote unquote conspiracy theories in ways that take it out of the politics. It takes it out of a framework of the conspiracy theory, where I won't deliver it to you the way they do. I won't tell you who's involved in a conspiracy theory or none. I just paint the picture of what it is that it means when they talk like this, and you should go, man, these motherfuckers acting, they talking like they won't fight. I don't hear protection when they talk. All I hear is, y'all gonna get in line about these things, the government gonna fuck you up. That's all I hear. Why the fuck do y'all think y'all hear help? Y'all hear love? Y'all hear y'all mother's voice in Kamala? Stop fucking lying. You know you don't hear your mother inside of Kamala. That don't sound like your mama. Your mama will say, whatever makes you happy, baby. Whatever makes you happy. Don't hurt nobody, and try not to allow anybody to hurt you. Don't let nobody hurt you. After that, I have to stand on the sideline, and I can cheer you on, and you might make me cry, but this is your life, and I gave it to you. I have to let you go. I have to let you go. This is what your mother says. This is what your father says. Kamala Harris can kiss my dick, which I heard she's good at. Fuck out of here. I don't gotta like her, and I won't like her. I really do hope that her and a whole bunch of other people just lay down tonight and go to sleep, and then there is no more of them Saturday morning. How about y'all check out and get out of here? Hug an AR owner in this bitch. I'm going to have to get out here and do an open carry demo. Check out the merch. The link is already in the video because I'm trying to get better at that. Fuck these politicians. The answer is no to all of them. I don't want to rule it because I already told my mom to let go and step aside and watch me do this. Even if it gets me killed, my mom says, okay. Nature told her, let go. Let that boy live his life. Nature told her. And she said, okay. And she put her seatbelt on to brace for impact. And I've been living my life trying to make her proud ever since. Leave me alone, Kamala. Leave me alone. My mom thinks I'm a good guy. You should get the fuck out of my life, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Biden too. Where's Biden? I hope his ass is in the dirt some fucking where. I don't know where he is, but they'll all meet the dirt eventually. We all will. We all will. Who gives a fucking fuck? Check the merch. Buy a shirt. We in this bitch. Fuck. I love y'all, man. Stop letting them do this to you, please. I want them to leave you alone. I want the government to leave y'all alone, man. I want them to leave you the fuck alone, bro. They're trying to bully all of us, and to pretend to be supporting some of us is how they can get us to accept it, that they will bully their political opposition, and they will inevitably, like they always do, let down the people who voted for them. They're going to let you down. They always do. Why is the shit that I be saying, it like seems like no one else sees this shit, when I feel like all I'm doing is just looking and going, well, that's green, that's purple, that's wet paint. Look at my hand. See, you get involved and then you know that's wet paint. Now I know you can't argue with me. How you gonna argue with me? It's wet paint, bro. I'm not gonna argue. It's not a debate. Move on. We gonna gather. We try to paint a picture here. We trying to gather some evidence. We want to see what this is, and I'm gathering evidence. I'm making observations, honest observations. Whoever can support government will have to then tell me that they're okay with where it is that it appears to be going. Do you even know where it's going? Where do you see this country in 5, 10, 20, 30 years? Everybody knows that we see doom and gloom. We don't have any real faith in this. I think we are seeing some of the last of the voters for two possible reasons. Number one, it could be because they're going to take away that vote. It's not going to be no more arguing. I think the election process, they're damaging. But then, and then we go, yeah, fuck that. They go, look, they're cheering for us, so let's get rid of that. No more voting. And then we see the dollar getting all fucked up, and then when that shit crashes, then we go, help us. They go, oh, you motherfuckers need help? We just so happen to have a digital currency. Here we go. They create all of the problems, or they set up all of the problems, or magnify, or ignite problems where there need not even be any problems, so that they can make you beg for the remedy that they already got ready for your ass. I heard some of the little juice that they put in a little jabby jab for the children right before they approved the jabby jab for the children showed up to some of these places expired. How they do that? How they do that? These things got a little bit of a shelf life to them, but they showed up expired. This is what I heard from a credible source. They show us all the time not to trust them, and still you trust. I'm a distrusting person when it comes to this level of power and authority over me. As soon as they lie to me and I can prove it, I start going, man, I think you can fuck my life up if I let you keep doing that. What else you got? And then you got World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, the Kennedy assassination. That was a big fuck y'all. And we're going to lie about it and get away with it right in front of everybody, which is crazy because that dark hand can reach over the veil to force the hand of government back into the direction that it wanted it to go, and that's what it looked like had happened right then. To assume that there's nobody else still behind that to just pop out to do that whenever they want, or that they're not successful without killing somebody in manipulating things that we're looking right at. Maybe they're back there doing that and they're like, we ain't got to smoke nobody. Everybody's playing our game. They're all going along with it. What's the point of shooting somebody? But the dark hand is still back there moving shit. That's possible. Why y'all would trust government after that is insane. For somebody to tell me that the Kennedy thing is irrelevant, they're not using no critical thinking skills. They ain't got no imagination, because look where I just put it. The way I just described that about the dark hand reaching over and maybe successfully doing things without having to smoke anybody, because everybody's playing along with the game so they don't get their ass like Kennedy. It's too possible when I say that for you to just move along and trust them. You got to go, ooh, can't let them do that, huh? Better keep an eye out. That's what I come up to. For people that won't do that, y'all, man, good luck. Wu Bang, get a gun today. You know what to do. Hit the like button, share this shit, do something. Do something, right? Do something.